Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with another Manchester United video, and today we are going to be kind of going through a journey of the potential transfer of Bruno Fernandes to Manchester United from Sporting Lisbon. What I will be discussing is when did these rumours start happening till getting pretty much official concrete information, to what the potential transfer fee will be, as well as his release clause details, as well as what Sporting Lisbon had to say so far, as well as his best positions, looking at his stats, where he can fit in, the whole thing. So if you are new to my channel, I'll bring you some of the latest Manchester United transfer news and news in general, and this is one of the topics I have been covering the last few weeks in regards to Bruno Fernandes. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the sub button and hit the notification bell to get notified of when my latest videos are gonna get uploaded. If you are already subbed into me, make sure you smash the like button. It goes a really long way to help someone like myself who's also a small YouTuber. And if you know, around the comment section, if you look at the comment sections, I take my time in responding to each and every one of your comments, so get your opinions rolling in. But without further ado, let's dive straight in. Now, we all know and have been hearing throughout the whole of last season that we are in the market for a new midfielder, and it's only the last few months where the story kind of got into real traction. And if you go back to May, towards the end of the seasons for both respective clubs and leagues, Bruno Fernandes said this: "I honestly don't know," Fernandes told the Portuguese TV channel SIC when asked to clarify his future. "I like to focus on things once the season is over, when I can think with calmness. The financial aspect always weighs a lot. We have a short career, but staying here, I will always be able to raise money. It's not a financial issue. It's a matter of having dreams left to realize. It's a difficult choice. We never know what's going to happen. My connection to Sporting is very strong, and it was even stronger after the events and having come back to Sporting. It meant a lot to me how I was received. I'm close to home. I have my family. My daughter can grow up more easily at school, but there are dreams to be fulfilled in my head and which I would like to achieve. It hurts a lot to hear people say stay, and I do not know the future, especially after the Portuguese Cup final. When I went up the stairs to collect the cup, a lot of people asked me to stay. Those same people last year were crying out of sorrow, and was different to now see them crying with joy." So there you have it. In May, Bruno Fernandes had that to say when asked by the Portuguese press. Judging by that reaction, he wouldn't mind staying, but he did clearly clarify that he wants to move. He has big dreams to fulfill. It's not a financial thing, which tells me that it's more of a footballing thing, where obviously, with all due respect, Sporting on the world stage, on the European stage, they're not that big. They have a great academy, great talent coming through, but every player down there, where they kind of fill their boots, you know, the shoes become bigger than the club, they would like to move on, and they generally tend to move on, leaving back a lot of respect. It's not as if they are forcing the moves. You look at historically, look at Ronaldo. Never happened with him. He didn't force a move. You look at, in recent time, João Felix moving to Atletico Madrid. Again, there was no much stir or fight around it compared to some players in different leagues. So you can see that Bruno Fernandes clearly states that it's not a financial issue. He can stay at Sporting Lisbon and earn everything financially, but it's more of a dream to fulfill. Now, he did not mention specifically Manchester United in that breath. Obviously, he's keeping his options open because given his stats, given the way he performed, given the buzz around him, he can near enough go to any European top elite clubs possible if they come in. So what do you think about this piece of news? What do you think about this piece of information coming directly from Bruno Fernandes? Do you think he is motivated by success or more motivated by money? Let me know in the comments below. Now moving forward just a little bit, when things were getting hottened up after the comments from Bruno Fernandes, the president of Sporting Lisbon had this to say. He could be the most expensive sale in Sporting's history. The most expensive currently is João Mario for 40 million euros. Discussing the progress being made about his sale, Veranda suggested that nothing imminent is on the horizon. They have only been talks for Bruno Fernandes so far. I can only say that if a player leaves that can earn many millions to Sporting coffers, we will be prepared to attack the market, always in a sustained way. So there you have it, guys. This is directly from the president himself. He clearly wants more than 40 million euros that was paid for João Mario, and he can easily get with that talent of Bruno Fernandes. He's 24 as well, which will come back to the stats, but it leaves the doors wide open, especially after the comments. And it's interesting that he says that there has been talks, but nothing has been imminent, or nothing. It's just on the horizon. It's just general talks. So you can clearly see that clubs, I say clubs, it can be us. Tottenham has been linked with him. Liverpool have been linked with him. I'm sure there's many other in the background, but us three seems to be the front runners, especially United. That there has been some sort of initial contact, but not firm offers are on the table. But he has hinted to the press that this is what it is going to cost you guys to take Bruno Fernandes. Now, in terms of the potential fee, let's discuss that a little bit in terms of his contract, his release clause, and all the details that we know so far as an audience. Now, Bruno Fernandes is worth, in my opinion, 50 to 60 million pounds in the current market. That's how the current market operates. That's how exactly it's going to operate. However, he has a 31 million pound release clause. So you might be asking, why can't clubs just pay him 30 million pound release clause and get him for 31 million pound, which will be an absolute steal? However, the clause in that 31 million pound is the fact that Sporting Lisbon can refuse the offer. If they refuse the offer, they have to pay around 5 million pound to Bruno Fernandes and give him a bumper deal. So his agent, whoever it may be, is very clever and done a fantastic job on behalf of him, where if they refuse a 31 million pound release clause, which will happen, by the way, automatically Bruno Fernandes will earn 5 million pound and a bumper deal. It's as simple as that. So that's the confusion that is cleared up around his transfer fee, his potential transfer fee, and his release clause, including his release clause details. Let me know your thoughts on the comments below. What do you feel about this piece of information around Bruno Fernandes' contract situation? Now, if we were to sign Bruno Fernandes, where is his best position, where he can play? Before we go into the details and stats, he is a central midfielder by trade. In Sporting Lisbon, he has played a variety of roles around central midfield. He mainly excelled in the attacking midfield position. Now, where does he fit in the United system if he was to come, and if we were to keep Pogba? Can they complement each other? In my opinion, of course they can. Both are very creative. Both are box to box. They can play that. One can hold back, one can go forward. Both are clearly disciplined. Pogba not so much in terms of positional play, but Bruno Fernandes, in terms of positional play, he's very clued on, and he can complement Pogba very well in the central midfield area. Now, why I say central midfield position will be perfectly for him is because that's where we are weakest at. We lost Ander Herrera, we lost Fellaini. That's two central midfielders gone straight out the window, and Ander Herrera especially will be a huge miss, and he did a lot of the dirty work. But in terms of Bruno Fernandes, he can plug himself right there, and I reckon Pogba and Bruno Fernandes in the midfield position will be devastating. Both can pass, especially Fernandes, so let's keep that topic. But I think to complement that offensive side, we need a proper defensive midfielder, and that's where probably Bruno Fernandes is weakest at. He's not a defensive midfielder by trade. he is a center midfielder and an attacking midfielder. Now, let's take a look at some of his stats. Now, as you can see in the league, he has played 33 times, scoring 20 goals and 13 assists. Overall, in the whole of last season, he started 53 games, scoring 32 goals and 18 assists. That is just mental. So you can see the stats are extremely impressive. I think his biggest strength is definitely he has an eye for goal. He does take a lot of pot shots, you can say, where just snapshots, but you gotta take those risks to be able to score. I mean, you can't score if you don't take shots at the goal anyway, and a lot of goals can come from the midfield, especially combined with Paul Pogba. In terms of his weakness, I reckon the fact that he comes from and that's with all due respect, he comes from an inferior league in Sporting, in the Portuguese league, so it will take time for him to bed in, because he's not going to get that much time on the ball, especially in the Premiership. So I think it will take him probably a few months to properly settle in and get a system going, get the movements going and start playing his game. But I reckon once he starts playing his game the way he's been performing last season for Sporting, he's going to be an handful to midfielders and defenders alike. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you feel Bruno Fernandes will be a instant success, or will be a success but it's going to be a success over time? And where do you feel Bruno Fernandes's best position will be? These are all the tactical analysis I did in the video, and these are the stories that started, where it started from, what has been said so far, to a potential bid from United, to his contract situation, as well as looking at some of his stats, and of course, where does he fit into Manchester United's potential new system. Now, in terms of transfer, Manchester United go to the tour this coming Sunday. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say that he wanted to get rid of all the transfer headache before they go on to tour. So today, there's still a few days to do the deal, but I reckon it's extremely close. It's a matter of announcing the transfer. I mean, last week we knew, by this time last week, we signed Aaron Wan-Bissaka on a Thursday, but it hasn't been announced till Saturday. So who knows, they might announce it on a Saturday, because it is still possible. And I think he will be our biggest midfield signing. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a new approach to one of my videos that I normally tend to do, where I kind of go through the whole latest news in a quick, snappy sort of talk and discussion. But this is a proper in-depth analysis to the best of my knowledge, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button, and if you did enjoy it, feel free to, like, put the dislike button, hit the dislike button. But do let me know in the comments below where I went wrong, where do you want me to improve, where I can improve, because my channel can only grow because of you guys, and you guys are the main people. But anyway guys, this was Bruno Fernandes tactical analysis, the latest news, the latest transfer news of Bruno Fernandes to Manchester United, and I catch you guys in the next upload.